this one, how much of this was about not going home and kind of extending your college career?
Nobody likes to lose. So I talked to my teammates in the huddle and I told them we got to take our matchups personally. We have to be able to dominate and we have to be able to make defensive stops, and we did that towards the end of the game.
Nancy Armour, USA Today Sports. Kaylin, can you take us through that block? Because that really seemed to shift the momentum. And any of your teammates, what was that like? How did that change things for you all from there on out?
I'm not even gonna lie, like she was cooking me. So, yeah, she had me beat on that play, and I just saw that she brought the ball in front of me a little bit, so I went up and got it, and then Shy chased it down, and we pushed the ball up. So, yeah.
Jaden Smith, KLSU Sports. Michaela, you guys went down 64-69, and then after that, you just seemed to hit like a different gear, like a switch, both offensively and facilitating the ball. What just clicked there from that point?
I think it's what Nee said. She got in the huddle and told us that this was not going to be her last game. So that's just me playing and not wanting it to be my last game, not wanting it to be her last game. So I think that's just a little bit of heart and a little bit of luck that them shots finally started to fall at the end of the game.
Hi, Bella Munson from The Next. I wanted to ask about the fan support that you're seeing out here quite far from Louisiana, particularly Aneesah and Michaela. Michaela, I saw you go celebrate in front of the fans with Flage. Aneesah, you blew a couple different kisses at different times to the fans. Could you just talk about how the fans have supported you and what those sort of interactions mean to you?
Before I got here, I never had a fan base like this before. And honestly, the love and support that I got from the fans when I first came on my visit, that's exactly why I came here. You get to see they travel. They care about you more than just a player. It's more of a person as well. They send you long paragraphs after the game if something go on and be like, you got this, and just how much that they see the growth in you as a person and how much you mature. Like, they really watch us and they really support us, and it's good for someone to not only care about you as an athlete but as a person.
It's broke. Oh, it's there. Yeah, like I was saying, they're like our sixth fan or sixth person on the court. Like, just knowing that they have our back going into the game when we're down, they still have our back. Like, I know y'all are in there and y'all hear that LSU, like that really drives us to want to win the game. And just knowing that they've traveled this far, and also just seeing my dad in the crowd. He hasn't missed one game since I've been in college, so just seeing his sacrifice just makes me go that 10 times harder.
Chantel Jennings with The Athletic. Aneesah, you said that in that huddle you told your teammates to take their matchups personally. I'm just curious, is that a mentality that you've always carried throughout your basketball playing days?
I feel like if the person that I'm guarding or defending scores the same amount of points as me, we even out. Like, I didn't perform that night, and that's kind of how I feel. So it's about dominating your opponent and your matchup, and nobody want to lead a game like what KG said, like, oh, she cooked me and we lost. Like, that's something that make you not want to, like, you can't sleep at night after those games where you know that you should have won, and you can pay attention to details while you have the game in your hands.
Aneesah, I was just wondering, you talked about some of the sacrifices that your parents made. Just how fulfilling is it that you've continued to show out on, like, the biggest stage?
I'm honestly just overall grateful. My parents have been through a lot of stuff, and I've been through a lot of stuff. I've seen things that I shouldn't have seen. I've been in crossfire. I've been through it all, like, honestly, being on the South Side. And the sacrifices that they've made for me, I go out and I, not only on the court but off the court, I'm a student athlete. And I make sure that I take care of my grades academically, and I just never want them to worry about anything. I never take anything for granted, an opportunity or anything. So just coming out here working hard every day is just giving my thanks to them.
Cam McCann, Associated Press. Samaya, last time you guys played this Wolfpack team, you didn't score, but tonight, amazing game. You had the team's first 6 points, and you came down big down in that end stretch of the game. What were you feeling today, and how did your performance today, change from last time?
I think we played them in like November, so I was, still trying to get my feet under me after being out last year. But I mean, it's March. People come to hoop, so I mean, when you hoop, you just hooping. But I mean, just play my role, do my part.
Yeah, if I could get a little bit more on that, Samaya and Michaela. Just, last week, Flau'jae said it's going to take 8, right? And obviously, she didn't have her best game tonight, but you guys picked everybody up down the stretch. I guess how much of that was understanding that it's time for you to perform your part, late in the game and make this happen? If we could start with Samaya.
I would say I think they've been waiting on it all year, really. But again, just playing my role, doing what they need me to do defensively or offensively. Lately, it's been scoring a couple buckets, so I mean that's been good.
I think that's just what a team is. Obviously, Flau'jae didn't have her best shooting night, but she was still an amazing leader. She still kept us together in the huddle. She told us what she saw on the sideline. So even though she wasn't there presently on the court, she was still there in our ear, still supporting us, still backing us up and having our back. So I think that's just a testament to the type of person that she is, and also the type of team that we have and the type of chemistry and the bond that we have.
Emma Bachelari, Sports Illustrated. Aneesah, offensive rebounds are obviously a big part of your game, but 9 of them tonight. You all as a team doubled second chance points over NC State. How much of that ties into that idea of taking things personally, and how much did it mean to get those?
A lot of them was off missed shots. I missed a lot of shots around the basket, chippy baskets, but I still have to be able to make an impact offensively when my shots are not going in. That's going up and being able to react and get another rebound. But also just being dominant in the post. Like, that was our goal for this game, to dominate the post, to get a lot more rebounds in them, and to be able to score inside as well.
We have time for 2 more questions for student athletes.
Bella Munson from The Next again. Cheyenne, you didn't score today, but you had some big assists and those big stops at the end. In terms of the end of the game, what were you thinking when you got the stop, then the turnover, then the stop again, and how does that sort of relate to how you see your role on this team?
It's just, it's bigger than, the game is bigger than scoring the ball. And I felt like this year just taught me that, there's other ways you can impact the game, whether that's on the defensive end. And I feel like, a lot of people don't see that, it's just, in their head, it's all about scoring. But I felt like I just did my part, and I didn't want to hurt my team today. And, I took on the best matchup, and I took it real personal. So, my teammates have my back, and, it's just not about scoring for me.
One more question.
Kevin Pelton, ESPN.com. Samaya, did it sort of feel like you were picking up where you left off against Florida State? And I think at one point it was like 15 consecutive made field goals.
A little bit, especially confidence-wise. But I mean, again, my teammates are encouraging me, pushing me. So having them helps a lot. But I mean, it's March. Nobody wanted to go home, so I'm just doing what I can to help us win.
All right, we'll say thank you to the LSU student athletes, and when they've left the stage, we'll open it up to questions for Coach.